Hello, my friends. Rev Kathy here, still at the Bailey Island House. And today is lesson 2. And we are applying this to these lessons as we go along this year to healing our relationships and loving one another and finding another way. So today is lesson 2. I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has for me. So, had an experience this morning that I was chatting with my friend Karen about just a few minutes ago. And I think I shared also, this morning I woke up and it was sunrise, and I looked out the window and I saw Grampa's star. And Grampa is Captain Lawrence C. Johnson, which is the house is named for my grandfather, Captain Lawrence C. Johnson. And his spirit is here. My grandmother, Nana, now mom, and actually both of our moms' spirits are here. Everyone's spirit is here, and I just feel it so strongly. The presence of their love and the presence of just them still here is really strong and really beautiful. And sometimes feels a little bit much for me to handle. But anyway, this morning when I saw Grampa's star, it was just really special to me. And the way that it became Grampa's star is after my grandfather died, which was years ago. I don't remember what year it was. I was back at my mom's cottage, and she and I had been with him, and our whole family had been with him after he passed and as he passed. And he was just a dear, special man to me, a teacher. We had a very special connection. So I was sitting on my mom's couch, and I was looking out, and it was dark. And I looked up, and I saw this star in the sky that I had never really noticed before. It was so bright. And then I had this, almost like this knowing that his spirit was free of that body and free to fill every crevice of the universe. And it was showing up just as this bright and shining star. And this morning, it just seemed so much brighter, like, and I thought, well, there are many of our beloved departed that has joined in the shining of that star. But as I was telling my friend about it, I had to laugh because I thought, I don't know if that's even a star. That could be a planet. It could be a satellite. It could be anything. But that's what I've named it. And that's the meaning that I've given it. And really, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is the meaning that I give it, and I don't expect anybody else to buy in or believe or accept or anything. I don't need anybody to think of that as Grampa's star, but I like to share the meaning and the joy of it. So that's the gist of this lesson, really. And we can apply it to our relationships and how we relate to one another. So what it says is the exercises with this idea are the same as those for the first one. And the first one was, nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place means anything. So this is, I give everything I see the meaning that it has for me. Begin with the things that are near you and apply the idea to whatever your glance rests on, and then increase the range outward turn your head so that you include whatever is on either side. If possible, turn around and apply the idea to what was behind you. Remain as indiscriminate as possible in selecting subjects for its application, but do not concentrate on anything in particular, and do not attempt to include everything you see in a given area, or you will introduce strain. And also, if we're looking too close and we're contemplating and we're thinking too much about it, we can tend to overanalyze, and we can get caught up in the analysis of it. So this is just a matter of non-judgmental awareness, being aware of what is inward and what is outward. So it says, merely glance easily and fairly quickly around you, trying to avoid selection by size, brightness, color, material, or relative importance to you. Take the subjects simply as you see them. Try to apply the exercises with equal ease to a body or a button, a fly or a floor, an arm or an apple. The sole criterion for applying the idea to anything is merely that your eyes have lighted on it. Make no attempt to include anything particular, but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. So I love these lessons because it's just really simple. And what it says in the instructions also is that we don't need to believe these ideas. We don't need to accept them. We don't need to understand them. We just simply are encouraged to do them and to apply them to everything and everyone. And this just so applies to our relationships, and recognizing it can go to be applied to what somebody says or what somebody does. So whatever somebody says or what somebody does, I give it the meaning that it has for me. And I interpret it according to what my assumptions are and what my beliefs are. And if those assumptions, if the meaning that I give it is not loving, and not based in any kind of truth, I can step back and I can question that. And that's my responsibility to do that. And it's not anybody's responsibility to change, but it's my responsibility to see different. And once I am willing, I am open, and I'm patient, I will begin to see in a different light. I will begin to have understanding and compassion. And the patience part is really important, because honestly, it's difficult to do that sometimes. But if we can stop and step back from our perception and the meaning that we've given something, if it is unloving, then there's a possibility of us seeing in a different way. And that different way ultimately can bring us peace and bring peace into our relationships. So that's it for today. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope you have a fabulous day. I love you. Mwah.